Good evening everybody. Welcome to my Monday night stream. I hope you're all well this fine Monday. How's things in the world of Warcraft? So, today our normal bits and pieces. Not going to be a massively long stream tonight, but we're going to see what we can get done in the time we do have. So let's start with a mailbox opening. Ooh, shadowy mask sold. Not for a lot, but for something. Oh, what's this from Bitter Cold? What's this? I don't know if you got this, but you know, I was after it. If you already have it, sell it. Might get something for it. Happy crafting. Oh, thank you, Mamakinda. That's very kind of you. I already know it, but I shall take it and see if I can sell it. So thank you very much. And what else have we got? So we've got some expires here. So let's go through the expires. And then we'll fill our bags up. We'll put this on, currently the market value is 8,600, which is pretty high. What we'll do is, whilst we're waiting for the mailbox to come through, is we'll make a new group for that. Now, what should we call it? Should we put it in its own thing here? Because it's not really the same as this. Because that's based off of crafting cost. So let's put it in specials. And let's add in a new group. And let's call this recipes. And patterns. There we go. Good evening, TJ. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. How was your Monday? Hope all is well with you. And so we're going to put in Pattern Admiral's hat into here. Hey, Costa, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Any better today? Expires going through there. Good. All good. I'll be fishing, so it's okay. Excellent. Good to hear. Good to hear indeed. Right, we're just doing a quick Admiral's hat. Still coughing. Ouch. Well, hopefully it'll finish sometime soon. Oh, ill. Okay. Ill but fishing, so it's okay. Right, now I'm ill as in sick. Right, I'm with you now. Well, sorry to hear you're ill as well. Hey, Carolyn, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Good Monday to you indeed. Fishing as in you just hit 800 and going for the artifact. Oh, excellent. Well, good luck on that one. I hear the artifact is quite a fun thing to have. Just checking my sales here. We've got stone dark snails, platters, a couple of anvils, shirts, and lavish feast, and a few more shirts. Okay, that's 10,000 in the mail. Not too bad. And you're doing it without buying the lures from the auction house. Excellent. That's a good money saver. Not necessarily a time saver, but a good money saver. Wow, 500 to 2k. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Really. I really wouldn't want to be doing it for that. Let's do a let's try a regular. What should we put this at? So we're looking at the Admiral's Hat recipe, which Mamakinda has very kindly sent me a copy. And so what I'm doing here is just deciding what kind of group to give it. Here it is over this side, so let's move that over here. And I can have a look at the tooltip. So currently the market value is pretty high. Region market value is 2.5. So I'm thinking for a new operation here, we would do something like 48 hours. Post cap, we only really want one on. Let's change the bid to 96%. And then I quite like the idea of an average between DB market and DB region market as a base figure. So I would say something like let's say 90% average. of the both, and the maximum would be for 200% of them both, and the normal, let's just move this one up, and we're going to go for 120% of them both. There we go. How goes the goal? We're still slow. We're still working on our normal average, which is about 25,000 a day, sometimes more, sometimes less. So we really need to ramp up our gold making. So what we are still needing to do is level up El Morte, get the mining up, and get the alchemy up and running as well. So those two things will really help with our prices and our gold income over time. Whether it's going to be enough in time, I'm not sure, but we're going to give it a go. So normal, minimum's 5,000, normal is 6,000, and maximum is 11,000. Well, let's try that, and let's just call that sell. Let's call this average, actually. Average region DB market. Region and DB market. There we go. Let's try that operation. Let's go with this one. Okay. So, right, let's post these on. Let's see how those. Sick enough to be off. Yeah, 2 short streams Friday and Saturday and skip tonight. Well, that's fair enough, TJ. You don't really want to be trying to stream whilst you're ill, definitely. And so we just need to turn that one on and run a post scan. Then we can get our enchants on. We need to just stock everything back on up. Partly why you're so into fishing, nice and chilled. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good idea. How's the stream doing in terms of lag? Because I've turned on the low latency mode again, and last time I streamed we had a real problem with it stuttering, so I'm hoping that it's alright buffering wise. It seems okay so far. Maybe it was a temporary Twitch bug and wasn't anything to do with the low latency mode, hopefully. Right, 73 things to post on. Bear Tartar and enchants mainly. And the Admiral's hat we'll try for 6,700. See how that goes. Post all this on. 67.73. Not complaining, so it works perfect. Excellent. Good to hear. Last one, done posting. There we go. Right. So that was the mail done. Had issues last time, seems okay this time. Excellent, Galaxian, good to hear. Thanks for the feedback. Okay, so we've got quite a few things going to be finishing in 2 hours. So I think I'll take those off now. Just to get ahead of the game, since it's mainly food and a few shirts. Is that them all? No, let's get some more. And it's just got to catch up with itself. I think I probably cancelled too quickly. It's got stuck in a little cancelling thing, so I'm going to do a reload. See if we can fix that one up. Sometimes with the cancelling, if you do it too quickly, it gets caught out on itself and it doesn't seem to be able to cancel them all. So yeah, I have to do it in little chunks. Seems to work better. So ignore that and go back to cancelling. Anything under 2 hours. So do like a little group of them and then wait for it to update and then do another group. That seems to work better. TSM has a chance to catch up. And then the last ones. Okay, we can open those up. 102 in the mail, so that's going to fill up for a little bit. So what's everyone been up to? How have they been doing with their gold making? Any good deals at the moment? Any good farms? Any good crafts? I've found pretty much enchants are still selling. Shirts are still selling, but the profits on those are pretty small. That's just kind of like a very side income. Lavishes we've still got. Bear Tartar still going. And then alchemy is the main one that I really need to get going on that one. The main problem with that is getting enough materials. Seems to be quite the drought for them at the moment. Alright, okay, 6 seconds left. Right, once we've got these off, we can post them back on and then we can do our restocking. So for restocking wise, let's just ignore those last two. I'll come back to those. Let's post everything on first and we'll come back to that. Hey little Holy See, how are you? First time making the stream? Well, welcome on board. Thanks for stopping by. How are you? Oh, and we've just sold Mark of the Hidden Satyr in celebration. Hey Foku, how are you? Prices on gliders, drums, Bear Tartar have been dumped for you. Okay, wait until they rise. Yeah, I expect those ones should rise because they're all going to be kind of the useful things in BFA, I imagine. And good evening to you too. You had someone on your server put up some of the universal language parts for a low price to snatch them up. Nice. Now split on whether to repost the whole unit or wait until Ashran is removed then sell it. Yeah, I don't know much is what's going to happen with Ashran. It is going, isn't it? It's definitely going. I don't know much about it myself other than that. You normally watch the VODs on lunch. Oh, excellent. Well, glad you can come by. 2 versatilities sold. Excellent. So we've got some good sales coming through. You've brought the sales luck with you. Prices for fish have dropped like mad. That's why you decided to do your artifact. Okay. Looking for ways to profit off people dumping their mats. This is the thing, is I'm quite the hoarder, so I don't mind buying lots of stuff if it comes up cheap. But I'm a bit cautious now because I did overspend on my chaos crystals and I've suffered ever since trying to get those down to a reasonable price. We're kind of okay ticking through them now. I've had to manually set the price. But apart from that, yeah, I do like to stock up on things because I love getting a good deal. And if someone's going to dump a load of mats because they just want to make the space, I can understand why, but we might as well profit from that if the prices are still going to hold. That's the big question. And a lot of it we still don't know yet. We don't know what's going to be so useful or not when BFA hits. Let's just have a look at something like Legion Enchanting Materials and then we'll go and do our actual daily cooldowns. See here, Chaos Crystals are at 85 gold and my average purchase price is 143. I'm down to under 1,000 now and I've manually set my mat cost to 120. Arcana has really dropped. It's actually cheaper for me to buy it off the auction house now than it is for me to craft it using the bracers. Oh wow, Elementalist, thank you ever so much for the sub. That just popped in there. And good evening Lamnican, how are you? Thank you ever so much for your support, Elementalist. Let me just hold on, where's my window? Thank you very much for the sub using your Prime. Very kind of you, thank you. So we're looking at enchanting materials at the moment, and this is Arcana, which is super cheap at the moment at 6 gold. Now I would be tempted to buy some of those because I do use them up, and 6 is quite a drop from here, so there's only 16 of them. So I'm going to go for that one. Do you have any paste bins for my groups? of me. You need coffee. Don't worry at all. I do, in fact. One from the last month. Paste bin. So my groups are always evolving. Let's see if this works. Did that work? No, didn't seem to work. Oh no, there it is. It's come through. So that one has my last one from, I think, May sometime. There we go. Just a bit of a delay coming through onto my restream. So that's got my groups in it in their current state. I'm always evolving them, and I'm going to be constantly sort of like updating them with new ones as time goes on. It'll be interesting to see what I change it for the alchemy that's coming out now that I've gotten. That's expanded more since the last time. No problem. Feel free to pick it apart, have a little look, take any bits you want and make it your own by all means. Right, let's do some daily cooldowns whilst we're here. So we'll do a temporal crystal and swap to tailoring, do a hex weave. I've got a load of primal weaving that I could possibly do, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Can make a hex weave bag, that's good. You have to edit them for US prices, but just trying to get them going has been a pain. Well, you're more than welcome to have a go at those, and hopefully they'll be useful to you. You've got over 1,000 fishing casts now, wow. And you just got your third stack of silver mackerel since starting the achievement. Nice. Nice score, good luck TJ. Good evening Bullseye, how are you? And Bob, how are you? Thank you both for stopping by. Have I got any more windwall cloth? Am I completely out of windwall cloth? No, I've got a stack there in my cooking tab. Is that all I've got? Let's just make some bolts whilst we're here. We can make 40. Let's create those. Hey Mr. Traction, how are you? Doing very well, thank you very much. Just going through our restocks and our relistings and things like that for the moment. Hey Balji, how are you? You tested the numbers for the volatile fire farm you talking about last week. Okay, you get around 730 per hour and many other primals and stuff from treasure chests. Instant and safe farm, nice, excellent. OCD hell, yes, sorry Costa, with putting windwall in the wrong place. That's the one you were saying was the 5-man in Twilight Highlands, wasn't it? I believe. I remember there was a Sharkin did a video on YouTube recently about volatile fire farms. Thank you very much, Mr. Traxion. Hey Forever, how are you? You're having a lot of fun dabbling with Ghost Iron, Trillium, Living Steel and Spirit of Harmonies. Excellent, Foku. That's exactly the kind of market that I'm going to be looking forward to getting into myself in a bit more gusto once we've gotten everything sorted. Whilst we're here, let's do a tailoring restock because we had a whole load of shirts we made. Some sales. Silkweed robe, lumberjack, shadowweed mask. Oh, I don't know if I've got enough shadow silk for that. I might have to go do a shadow silk farm. Let's go gather those instead. Oh, Forever, thank you ever so much for using your Prime and subbing. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for your support. You've been extremely generous of late, so thank you indeed with all your advice and everything. It really is appreciated. Alright, what can we get from here? Let's move this over. Gather those. I've got a feeling we don't have enough shadow silk. Or someone's got it somewhere. Let's have a look. On your server, Spirit of Harmony is 550 and motes are 35. Nice. So buy up the motes and yeah, 2 shadow silk on the auction house. There you go. You have multiple characters running tillers. Yeah, I need to get Samadan and Irfan on the tillers farm. What are we looking for? Shadow silk. Let's just see what the price is for 2. What's... Ooh, price has gone down to 74 gold. I'm sure they used to be higher than that. I used to sell them for an average of 184. So I would be looking at buying these 5, 2 and the 6 and taking the 2 I need and reposting the rest on would be what I'd do in this situation. So let's pick those up. And then how many do we have total? Let's have a look. So we've got 13. Okay, not quite enough to do a pretty stack, but let's make our mask anyway for now. So let's do that first, and we could save it for making another mask later, or I could sell them on, or I could go and farm some more myself. I'll just keep them for now. And the silkweave robe. There we go, we're left with the 5 shadow silk. So an odd number, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Okay, whilst we're here, let's do enchanting restocks, which are going to be this and that. Only a couple of things, actually, according to this. So that means some things are going to be underpriced if we're not going to be making them, which is hardly surprising. How goes the gold for the mount? It's not so bad. Ah, Priest Holmes, thank you ever so much for the follow. You're 3, that's one. The one that had exalted when you stopped Mr. Pandaria. Ah, right. So let's have a look at the goal, as we've been asking. So my road to 5 million gold is looking like this at the moment. Whoops. Okay, just one side. So we are dropping behind target. Looking at this, we are here. Is it the 4th today? Yes, we haven't put in today's numbers. We'll put that in the end of the stream. So we can see we've really quite dropped off here. So there's not been anything really coming in of any significant value, and the gap between me and the red line is increasing. Now, even though that does look a little bit concerning at this stage, we have got some time to turn it around. So I'm hoping that with more professions and more farming, I can make a bit of an upturn on this once I've got things leveled up. So we'll see how it goes. Just keeping an eye on it is a good opportunity to be a bit creative with our gold making, really, and think of ideas as to what we can do to make gold and what's going to be fun. That's the other thing. It has to be fun is the #1 rule. Oh, we've missed a couple of things here. What have we got there? You've got 9 running tillers with trillium seeds. Wow, that's cool. That's kind of the level I want to get to. Obviously I can do 1. Hidden satyr we can do. Mongoose looks like it could be a tricky one. So let's see what we can get off the auction house. Large prismatics. Do we have a shopping one for prismatics? We do. So let's just have a look at the prismatics. Smalls are at 2 gold, and you need 3, I believe, to make 1 large. How many smalls do we have? Only 3. Okay, well they're worth getting, but the rest, the larges, are not worth getting at all. So I'm just going to buy the smalls and leave the mongoose for now, unless we've got any void crystals that are also cheap. Let's have a look. Void crystal. According to that, none at all. Obliterated anything? No, not in a while actually, Costa. The obliterum I've got hasn't actually sold in a while. So until that obliterum sells, there's no point me obliterating anything more. Good evening, Walmol. How are you? Right, okay. And greetings Ignis, how's things with you? Hope you are well. Right, let's stop gathering, clear the queue on that one. We're not going to do that mongoose for tonight. Been trying to figure out how much of the daily things you can make before it starts to become too much of a chore. Already doing garrison and order hall. Wow, 12 characters is a lot, yeah, until it's on 3. There's only so much. Yeah, that's the thing, and it gets to a point where it does take all the time and eventually the fun out of it. Need to run an old raid. How old, Costa? Are we talking Mongoose's vanilla raid? Only 2 more characters to level to 110 on your main account. Excellent, Ignis. That sounds like it's going very well. How many characters do you have, dare I ask? You've got loads, haven't you? Right, last restock is cooking, so let's do that now. I'm not going to do crispy bacon. I must have sold that somehow. Let's take that off the list. We're not doing crispy bacon. Molten core, okay. I'll have a look into that one another time. Which is crispy bacon? Snacks it will be, won't it? No? Light meals? It's not in any of these. Is it just in this one? There it is, crispy bacon. Remove bacon. Bacon's useless. Does that actually have a group operation for that one? Interestingly. That's override. Okay, that's all through there. Okay, let's leave that at that. I think everything else should be okay. Okay, let's just tweak that one. Right. Okay, let's post on the things that we just made. Post those on. Everything. Post. On max level, you got 23. You've probably 80 more, around 80. Wow, that's amazing. Amazing. I just can't fathom that much time. Although once you've done it a few times, it does get a lot quicker. 2,000 for hexweave bags, not the best, but it's over 2,000, so I'm okay with that. And the mask isn't that great at 1.9, but I think the demand for that's going to drop down anyway, so I'm happy to do it at that. Okay, so we're done on those. Whilst we're here, even though Mummakinder very kindly sent me an Admiral's hat, I'm just going to check to see if there's another one, just to help out. Takes a few hours to get 4 characters level 80 and mainly AFK while working. Well, that's fair enough.
Hey there.
Ooh, we've got one. Hey. Right. We'll buy another one. See if the pattern we've sold will sell. Right now, you leech on a world quest with your 103 Death Knight. Okay. That sounds interesting. Just the one world quest. That's done. Okay, we're done with the auction house for now. Unless I want to do any shopping, which I'm going to leave for now. So what I will do, welcome back, is we'll do the no meat and the Dalaran stuff on Samadan. Yeah, I'd be interested to know how that works. I'm assuming that you can do the world quest, that you get a certain amount of experience for it, and then if other characters in the group, can they get something else from it? I wonder. Did I loot any blues in Hellfire? I did, and sent them all over to disenchant, so if I would have gotten any, Samadan would already have them. It's the elite one with the Etins. Open a group that gets detected by World Quest Helper. People join it, and you get 6.8k per boss kill and 1k per mob kill. Well, that's pretty nice. to save you having to wait for Legion. That's a good idea. You did a few Darkmoon Fair runs last night. Dumped the items to Sniper for next to nothing. Made you feel a little bit bad for the guys trying to get sales at 120k. Well, fair enough. Folk, you get you get your sales and they get happy. So it goes between two. And the Legion, yes, exactly, Splatter. That's the same as well. The invasions are really good for leveling. Recipe scrap, slightly burnt food, and some more eggs. So let's hand those back and see if we can get some more. Ah, that bugged out. So we go back in and then try it again. There we go. Create all. Next one is on me. And then I would like to sell the burnt food we've just gotten. The slightly burnt food. Anything else? No. We can destroy these because I don't need those. There we go. Okay, Karazhan seems the place. Okay, thank you for the research, Costa. I'll add that to my mental list. You're around 70 minutes per level, but you can do other stuff whilst doing it, like working. That's a good idea. Yeah, it's semi-AFK, I guess, isn't it? Whilst I'm here, before I go into my order hall, we do have an invasion on at the moment. And there's a 10 bacon. How much bacon do I actually have at the moment? I'm not sure. Okay, let's do the order hall stuff first. So let's pop in there. Okay. Good money is the Worn Troll dice toys. You pickpocket them from humanoids. Oh yes, I heard of that. Anything from 20 to 60k in 2 days off those alone. That's nice. I would certainly consider leveling a rogue just for the lockpicking stuff. And some free gold there. 175, not quite good enough. Anything we can get. Has anyone expired? Do we need to heal anyone up? Let's have a look. Dark Zealots. Let's do one of those. Can we recruit any more? Let's have a look. You have a macro for it, so you could use a macro with CKS, but you like to press it manually. It's more fun in its drive. That's fair enough.
What is it?
Now, we did do a research, I believe, that increased my maximum number. Do I need to click on it before it's enabled?
Yes.
It was this one. Oh, I didn't have enough order hall resources, that was it. I've only got 1,300, so I'm going to leave that. What I will do is just try the gold at 175. See if it works. I'll leave the rest. There we go. Worth checking out. You can do it on a class trial. Yes, I've been adverse to doing the class trials. Yeah, as many as you like across multiple realms. I do like to level my own characters though. I'm a bit weird like that. There is a limit of 6 or 8. Okay. Or any hyperspawn farms for materials. Yes, that's where I like the hyperspawn stuff. I'd definitely be up for stuff like that. Let's go do the bacon. Whilst we're here, I'm going to get a flight because it'll be easier. Where is it? Yeah, a little bit laggy here. What's the frame rate? Yeah, not great. Let's hope that improves in a little bit. There we go. Oh, Mark of the Claws just sold. Let's go fly to the bacon. Okay, then I can stretch my legs out. There is a limit in that regard, but you can always delete and recreate, of course. Yeah, that's true. I'm not so keen on doing that myself. Oh, thanks for getting into gold making. No problem, Foku. I'm glad you enjoy them. That's the entire point of it. 6 trials, 8 hours / played. Ah, okay. I won't read out those two. Could be, haven't tried it in a while. Yeah, I've never done a class trial really. But I would like to level a rogue. So we'll get this bacon because it's only 10. Well, it's 10, which is useful. I don't know how much bacon I've actually gotten on me at the moment, but we'll pick some up easily enough. Fun and easy level. Yeah, my next character I think would be a rogue, because I'd like to have the ability to do lockboxes and the extra sort of the extra special factor you get with the specialism of a rogue. Maybe a rogue engineer would be nice, or a dark iron dwarf rogue. That could be quite good. Gone fishing. That's your next emote, is it? Gone fishing. That's a good one, TJ. I like it. Right, okay. Over to the bacon. Just an easier one, hopefully. Where are you? Up here? You wish Andybanks showed what gold you have on an alt when you hover over like Bagnon does. I wonder if there's something like Altaholic that you could use with it. Midnight. That might work. I don't mind fishing. It took you about 4,500 casts to get your corrupted Ashbringer on the Paladin. Wow. Oh, we got a goat coming in. Apologies, goat. Right, and let's head to the garrison next. Pick those ones up. Want to make money whilst leveling a rogue. Do Karazhan Trash 73 to 84, 84 to 86, or 7 Pit of Sauron Heroic, 87 Grim Batol, and use a leeching poison so you can scale. Very good fun, and you get good gold. Excellent, thank you, Ignis. I'd heard of the Karazhan's Trash one, but not of the ones after that, so that's really, really handy. Oh, a couple of intellects just sold. That's good. And a mastery. Well, we're getting some good enchant sales tonight. Right, let's get some resources. And an enhancement token. Ooh, that's a big one, but probably not going to get it. So I'm going to do these ones that are easier, and then a couple more just to level some people up. And then we'll do that in case anyone needs XP. Not sure they do. And then we can make a couple of these and add these on to the characters just randomly. And then we'll move on. Okay. Oh, you can see if you open Altaholic, you're just lazy. That's fair enough. I mean, it would be nice to have it on one tooltip, definitely. We got Muradin there. Let's move around. Yeah, I've not used Altaholic myself, but I've heard good things from it. Currently at 45 runs on a Battle Tilt farm. Well, good luck with that one, Optimus. I hope you get it. 20, not quite cheap enough for me sumptuous fur. So where have I gone? Herbs. There we go. Pick these up. We'll be going over to Awakening and doing the exact same here, but it's just handy for Samadan to have some extra herbs at the same time. Hello Lexa, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How is your Monday evening doing? Hope you're well. Alright, just going to go through this and then we're going to move on. Hey Frodo, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. So go on to this one, and we'll go on to this one, and then we're going to go over to our hex weave, and then I'm done with Samadan, and so I'm going to swap straight to Awakening because I really want to check out the alchemy and the Tiller's farm as well, because we've got a letter from Yoon saying the next stage is open, the weed stage. So I'm going to go over and do that after I've done this. Do that one. Then over to our tailoring. Not many because we did this recently. 44 hex weave. Oh, stuck in everything. There we go. Let's do another crate all. Getting quite low on Sumptuous Fur there. Might have to think about having to restock on those soon. Anything else there we need to look at? No. Actually, I was looking for the tailoring rush work orders, which we don't have, so let's Hearthstone back. There we go. Day was very well, thank you, Alexa. We're just going through our normal daily routine things, restocking. We've relisted our auctions, we've done our daily cooldowns, we've done the garrison, we've checked in on the world quests, so we're pretty much done with Samadan. So we're going to swap over, and I'm going to... Poor Earthen does get neglected, but we're just going to go straight to Awakening because I want to check out how he's getting on with his alchemy sales, because the sales are going really strongly when I do get sales, and the profits are really good. I just need the materials, which brings me on to El Morte, who needs to level up some more. So we'll go here, we'll check out what we can do, and then what have we got? Oh, the Wild Jade sold. That's the first time that's sold. A couple of those. That's useful. And daily cooldown wise, I'll do the secrets of that. We can make some more true gold now that we've got some more volatiles, and we have got some pyrium for that. How many do I have? I've sold 6. There's 8 auctions on. I don't have any on me, so let's make the 3 that we've gotten. And the Wild Jade we sold 2 of. We've still got 7 on the auction house. It's the Living Steel and the Trillium really that I want to do. Hey Dusty, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. So let's go straight into the shopping and look at the transmute stuff, because we're at actually 60,000 gold, which is pretty amazing, because that's all from alchemy. Hey Willie, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Monday been? Right, Trillium Bar is actually quite cheap there at 349 compared to the price I had been paying for them, which was 440. So I'm going to take all of these Trillium Bars and the ones below, because these I know are going to net me a profit. Ghost irons are too expensive. Let's have a look at some other stuff. Let's have a look at the Spirits of Harmony and the ores. So Ghost iron ores at 26, motes are at 25, and the spirits are at 464. So those motes are going to get bought up. At anything under 25, which is that one, and the 70, and then those prices, I know it's a bit of a weird server this sometimes. Treasure finding ingredients, we do need to look on these. I think I'm missing something from here. I've still got large prismatic shard in there. Have I actually got it in the group? Because I need, for the potion of treasure finding. Oh wow, Dusty, thank you ever so much for the sub using your Prime. Extremely kind of you. Thank you ever so much for your support. There's my window. There it is. Thank you ever so much. It's very kind of you. Stormvine, that's what I was looking for. Let me just go pick some of that up and make sure it's in my group. Actually, I can look at it first. Groups. Treasure finding. Yeah, Stormvine's in there. There just isn't any on the server. There we go. Recently found me on YouTube and enjoyed my channel. Well, thank you very much. And very kind of you to sub to me. That's extremely kind of you. Spirit of Harmony is double the price on my server. Is it? I think anything under 300 I consider a bargain. Although that said, if you look at my Spirit of Harmony tooltip, where are they all? Spirit of Harmony, my average purchase price is 78 gold for Spirit of Harmony, because I bought it so cheaply. I got some really good bargains. I've only got 19 of them left, so that's really doing me in good stead at the moment until that runs out, and I am quite close to running out on that now. So I'm going to have to look at trying to get my Spirit of Harmony up. We've done that. Oops, no, Panther stuff. Let's have a look at that one. Yours is about 200 each. Yeah, 200 is definitely good. A Pandarian Garnet for 2 gold, whereas I'd normally buy it for 52 gold. I'll take that lot of 9, please. Alexandrite is about right from what I've been doing. On Golden Lotus, I had purchased some for 80 gold, so I'm not going to be buying any for 300 gold. You couldn't click fast enough if you found them for 78. Yeah, I mean, that was average. I think I managed to just pick some really cheap ones up. Yeah, I've done all of those. Right, let's go. Actually, let's just check our auctions. How are they actually doing? Some are going to run out a little bit, so what we'll do is we'll run through what we've got in the mail, see if there's anything we can make with what we've got. So we've got quite a lot of trillium bars and some motes of harmony, so I've got a feeling we can do at least some stuff. We've got some windwool and some Shalderai that could probably do with going to Samadan. Samadan, would you like the Shalderai and the windwool? Send that over. Right, okay, so let's have a look. Hey Taituto, how are you? Don't know if in transmog business, but you just sniped a emerald attuned blade. I think you'll have trouble selling your own. Any advice how to sell such a big item? Just check the Undermine journal, check the prices, and just keep at it. Transmog is very slow. I've got a Nexus Reaver that I've had on for over a month and it hasn't sold yet. The days of cheap gold notes on your low pop realm seem to be long gone. Yeah, I think so. Figured out. Do you check to see the price of Trillium ore versus bar to get a better deal? With the ores, I've not been looking at them yet because I can't make use of them just yet until my miner is at a higher level. But I would, I should actually start looking out for those ahead of time, just so I got a stockpile in time. That's probably worth doing actually. The price of the Undermine journal is 10 million because it's unobtainable. There's only 4 available in EU. Wow, okay. I don't know then. Isn't there a Discord for really rare items? You've been stockpiling. Hey Arnota, how are you? You've been stockpiling Trillium. Ah, okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to use mine up as quick as I get it, more likely, because I can make some good money out of it now, which is what I need. You snapped designers jewel sapphire for 5k. Haven't been on the auction house for over a month. On a high pop server. Well, congratulations, Casper. Congratulations, and thanks for stopping by. How are we doing for moats? Yeah, we've got 8 moats, which makes 80 moats, which makes 8 spirits of harmony. Let's just click through those. There we go. And so let's look at our alchemy. What can we make? We can do Riddle of Steel 9 times. Now that's going to be interesting. With our spirits of harmony that we've got, that would effectively be the max cost of the spirit of harmony is 311, which is significantly small. And the trillion bars themselves, based off my average purchase price, I think, yes, 350. And Transmute Master as well. Yep, got that as well. So the profit on that should be decent. So let's create all. Hey Kuhn, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How was your stream today? I popped in earlier. And I saw you doing your leveling from 92 to 100, was it? And I must say I was impressed about the preparation you did with that, and just worked your way through it. It was a sight to behold of efficiency. But I'm doing very well, thank you very much. We're just going through our gold making stuff. We're about to make 9 riddles of steel for our trillium. So here's going for our living steel. Let's see if we got some procs. No procs, a 2 proc, no procs, no procs, a 2, none, none, and none. And none. Okay, that was quite unlucky, but we did get a couple of double procs, so that's all right. Thank you again for the big host. Oh, no problem at all. I was quite happy to pass it on. It was actually Student who had hosted me, so I had already had the host from him, so it was only fair for me to pass it on to someone equally as deserving, and it was a good job you were online. So, how much living steel did we get out of that? Oops, no, there we go. Nameplate back on. Where's my living steel? 11 living steel. So, currently the min buyout's 2997. Now the market value is at 36. So if those all sold, we're looking at 32,000 for those all selling. But I'm just wondering whether it's worth just looking at the living steel that's on and see if we can bump up the price of that a little bit. So let's have a look. Living steel. Have a look. So, right, okay, so... Okay, so they're all at about 93, 94, 96%. There we go. So if there's us here at 3.4. Do you think BFA will impact the sky golems in a negative way? I'm not sure. I can't think of a reason why it would. I mean, people still want to be able to do herbalism without dismounting if they've not got a druid, unless there's something else that comes out in BFA that makes it possible to do what the sky golem does. I don't know, because I've not been following BFA that closely. I've been trying to avoid as many spoilers as I can. Obviously I know about the Brutosaur mount, because that's what we're going for here. So I'm not going to buy these out, because that's okay. So someone must have tried selling for 299 already, and that's been bought up. So I'm going to post mine on. Is there a new goblin mount that does it? Ah, right, okay. that would explain the thinking on it. I mean, having 10 engineers, I think engineering is going to be quite good in BFA, so I hear. Maybe able to mine on mounts. Okay. See, this is the thing. At the moment, we just don't know. Right, my auctions, post scan. Let's get these on. So, living steel at my current price, 3,369. The true gold's going for 3 of 1, and then 2 of 1, 1 of 1, and living steel 2 of 4, 1 of 4. There we go. Let's get that on. You can make hoof plates that let you interact with items, but you'd want that on with a sky golem if you aren't a druid. Ah, right. Okay, that sounds interesting. Another crafted item, which means more things to sell. So our money-wise, we're at 42,000. So we did buy all some stuff, so we can't send any over to Samadan, sadly. But what we will do, now that we've posted our things on, we're going to go over to our garrison to level up our herbalism briefly, and then we're going to go over to HalfHill farm and see if we can progress our tiller's reputation and the quest line as well. We need to unlock something, I think. I'm not going to bother with doing those bits. I'm just going to go straight on out. Don't know who we need, if anyone. I'll pick up the resources though. I'll do that. Seems there's 500 of them there. And then we'll fly straight over and do our herbing. So we're at 409. So we're actually almost at a point where we can get some decent crops from doing cinder bloom over in Uldum and the other herbs that we need for our potion of treasure finding. So we're getting quite close to being of an appropriate skill level for that. I believe it's 490 I need to be. Did I tally the loot I got in the Skinner? I didn't add it all up forever, but we got quite... I disenchanted a whole load of the stuff and I got quite a bit of hypnotic dust from Samadan, and then I haven't looked at all the leather yet. That's the next thing I need to do. I mean, I haven't gone over to Earthen yet since then, so it'll be interesting to have a look. I automatically went over there to do my tailoring. I was so used to doing it on Samadan. Right, Herbalism's done, and then we go straight to Dalaran, and we'll go and pick up the HalfHill farm. We'll do that next. So we're progressing alchemy by doing HalfHill farm, and we're progressing herbalism by sorting all that out at the same time. Good evening, Kangai, how are you? Good luck with content. Just under 1.2 million yourself. Excellent. Living steel is 1.5k. Okay. That's a bit lower than I've got it on my realm. We're currently sitting at 3,400, so it's over double that, which is why I'm able to make such good profits on it at the moment. And that's mainly down to the limit of that was cool. The limit of materials seems to be keeping prices high, which is good for me. So I just need to make it easier for me to get the materials. Well, there's stacks of 200 keeping it low. Wow. I guess if some people are set up and have done all this preparation stuff and have got a stock, I can see how they would be able to dominate, dominate the market. But it's all a question of supply and demand, isn't it? I mean, I know Nick's on my server has got quite a good alchemist setup. Right, so we had a thing from Yoon to do some more things. So we'll pick up these quests whilst we're here. But there was something else we needed to do. This one, I think. Growing the farm, the weeds. That's what we need to do. You broke 1 million, but then you had to buy tokens. Well, that's fair enough, Lexa. But congratulations on breaking the 1 million. Congratulations indeed. That's a good milestone to have.
Where are you from?
It's about 1.5 on your realm too. Okay. You're not selling it, you're stockpiling it for BFA. Fair enough.
Bye-bye.
Is it possible that gold farming is more of an alliance thing than fall? I don't know. I don't know if there's much difference really, because it's all the same shared auction house. Is there anyone else we can quest here? Where are you? I'm missing someone over here. Oh, you're right in front of me. I did not see you. And then another one. Should be around here, but I can't see it. Yogu the Drunk and Iron Paw. Oh, you're there. Weed War low level. Okay, I'll take that one. And what do we need here? We need to do plant red blossom leek seeds. Red blossom leek seeds. Let's pick up a few of those. I'm just going to make a whole load of lines here of seeds that I want to plant. Okay, Kangai, thanks ever so much for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Maybe no, I won't do that one. There we go. So let's do one of those. Hop on. Pull the stuff out. That was done. Can we harvest this? There we go. Hand that one in.
Hello. There is no
And then let's go head on over. Head to Darkmoon Fair and fish. Okay. I haven't done any fishing. So it would be all from scratch for me. Oh, I missed one there. Where was it? There it is. Might as well level our herbalism whilst we're here. Zoom that out a little bit. And carry on our journey. Do I have the water strider mount? I do not. I have. Look at my mount collection. I have a lot of horses, a green battle tank, a chopper, the sky golem, lots of griffins, lots of horses, and a twilight drake. 29 mounts. If you had it, you could run on the water and find the pools at Darkmoon Fair. That would be handy, wouldn't it? Yeah, my mount collection is probably the worst of people's in the game. You're at 445 mounts. Wow, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Greetings, Commander Bond. How are you? Alright. You, sir, require some help, perhaps? Growing the farm, the weeds, low level. Oh yeah, Farmer Yoon. I've seen him around town. Seems like a nice enough fella. So you want to whack some wily weeds. No problem, neighbour. One thing is, running low on weed killer. Gather 6 spider root.
Goodbye.
Okay, where's the spider root? Is this it? Aha, here it is. There we go. You can level 1 to 800 really quick, can you? Okay. Spider mites. Oh, let's do a solar flare here. There's another one. I guess we don't really need to kill these. Let's just skip them. There we go. Doing the underlight angler fishing achievement. Okay. 445 is insane. You're at 340 and that takes a lot of effort. Okay. Yeah, I've got no idea how long something like that would take. Thank you, Commander Bond. It's a lot of fun, actually. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, so we hand this in, growing the farm. Spider root. I want to do this on Samadan and Earthen as well.
White Tiger watch over you.
So, what was this? What weeds? Look, there's a weed now. Go pull it. Okay. Click on weeds and pull them. Okay. Is this... have we got to do this 100 times? That's insane. Unless there's going to be a larger one that's worth more. This is going to take forever. Maybe the 10th one. Walk over small weeds. There we go. Can we do this as a travel form? We can. Glad I'm a druid. Couldn't imagine doing this anything else. Is that something? No. That's the wrong one. There we go. Do that, do that, do that. What have we got? Hey, listen, Roger, how are you? And Scorchane. Thank you both for stopping by. Oh, there's loads of them now. Okay. Okay, now it's and what's that do? Nasty weed. Do we need to do this? Maybe. I see. Now it's going a bit more. Can we just nuke this down? There we go. Then we can run over these. Although considering I'm flying... Right, I see. Now I can see why 100 suddenly gets a lot more. Right, let's just nuke those. There we go, and run over these. Okay, now it's a bit more frantic. There's a lot of weeds. Hold on. They're everywhere. Weeds everywhere. Oh god, there we go. Do that one. And run over these whilst I'm here. There you go. Ah, there's loads here we can do. Absolutely loads of weeds. Right, okay, there we go. Whew. There we go. Hey, Nanoxim, how are you? I want to say thank you, Nanoxim, for suggesting to a student to host me the other day. It was very kind of you to give me a shout out on his stream. I can do that mounted, yes. It was a bit weird running over things whilst flying, because technically I wasn't actually on the ground. Just talked to a person on the phone on Saturday. He sounded just like me. It was scary. Very strange. Concerns me that you're not the only crazy one for you. You do this yourself. Okay, Mosseltoff, that's good to know. Use the potions. There we go. You have 18 farms. Wow, School Shane, that's loads. You've got 33. Yeah, what do I farm the garden for specifically? So I think I'm going to get Spirits of Harmony and Golden Lotuses is the main thing. And I can also plant Trillium ore. So all those things I'm going to use for my alchemy. So it's all to help my alchemy is the main reason. There we go. See how the other player is doing it. Throwing the potions. I see. And then running around. Okay. Right, where am I? What am I doing? Where's that herb? Hiding. There it is. And then we need to head back. Actually, no, we don't need to head back. We need to just do these quests first whilst we're over this way. So we need to go do this one and... Hey, Gage, how are you? And did I say hello to Muzzletop as well? I think I did. Don't worry about that. In our community we need to help each other. Exactly. Well, thank you very much, Nuxon. It's very kind of you. One thing I must say with the gold making community and the streaming community for that matter is everyone is really, really supportive. Tribe member slain. We'll do the ones over. Oh, got a mote of harmony. We'll do the ones over here because there's loads in the group. Over here, and I can just do them all in 1 and 2. Not a half minute, I didn't mean to do that one. Let's just do something big, like that's probably a big one. Probably the wrong cooldown actually. There we go, got them all. Together, some cloth, that's handy. Collect all that up, and then we also need to go over here and do something else. A gift for you, go appleberry hooch. Where's the appleberry hooch? That's the green tea leaf. Any closer to the 5 million amount? Well, we're about 10,000 closer, so we are slowly getting closer. But in terms of our rate of sales, it's not quite high enough yet. What do we got? Ceilings bound, ceilings okay. Stolen vegetables. Now those I've seen around somewhere. Right in the corner. Apologies, Ravager. I woke you up by standing on you. Let's get the vegetables. It's just grabbing a couple of things in the house right by the farm. I'm making some guy brew it for you. Okay, Penskins, thank you. I'm sure many of you have... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Am I still in combat? Oh, because of that keg, I imagine. Are we done now? There we go. Right, where's the vegetables? There's some vegetables. 16 we need. Is that all of them? Let's go to another village bit. There's a load down there. As you've stolen them all, we'll steal them back. How do you get the recipes for the Legion potions? Mainly just by following the quest line, and the rest comes through discovery. So follow the quest line, then start making some things, and the extra ranks you'll get through discovery. So one of those, and one of those. Is that all of them? And What else have we got? There's a stolen vegetable. There's just one. Pitiful turnip on its own. Any more? For any more? Oh, I need to go back inside somewhere. There's some more respawned over this side. That's good. There we go. Oh, you're 4 fish off the achievement. Well done, TJ. And we're heading back now. There we go. Making your personal target to pass you in gold. Okay, Swarkas, that's a good challenge. Good luck on that one. You're 300,000 after spending 1 million on tokens. Okay. So, have you got enough game time until Battle for Azeroth so you can focus on the gold? Because I've got, I think, 4 months game time now. So, I've got enough to take me into September. Ah, you pay for your game time. Okay, fair enough. You had a great sale last night. You put, oh, I missed that one. You put 15 enchants and 10 hex bags and some lavish feasts and extra sumptuous, and it all sold 100k. Nice score, Shane. I like that indeed. Congratulations. For how much can you sell you a Elic plushie? Elic plushies, I have for. How much have I got them on for? Where is my group that has the Elic plushie in it? Where is the Elic plushie? Tailoring. Elic plushie. I've currently got it at 1,200. Enjoy the money-making aspect and use the balance for services and licenses. That's fair enough. Right, let's hand these in. So we've got this. Re-stealing is okay. Done that. Complete that. And then those ones over here. You down here we can do the weed war.
Do not be afraid to swim against.
And then over here we've gone Rockyard. Do one of those. 6.3k. That's a fair old price. Oh, hello, cat. There we go. Oh, hello, Wendy. Thank you ever so much for the host. How are you? Thanks ever so much for stopping by. How was your stream? Thank you for raiding me. Very kind of you. Welcome everybody from Aloha's stream. My name is Samadan and I currently have a cat on my lap. And we are currently doing the Teller's farm to get enough reputation to eventually build on our farm so that we can plant things for our alchemy. That's the main thing. I can tell you how easy to make a minimum of 2 million gold per month, far easier and less time consuming than currently doing. Okay, takes a bit of prep. Once set up, it's easy mode and worth doing and getting for BFA if anything. Interesting, Tommy Gunton. And what kind of prep would that be? Hey Sharkin, how are you? Yes, this is the first time for me as well doing it, Aloha. So it's quite interesting just to discover it all myself for the first time. So what have we got here? Ah, look. The weeds are expanding, are being weed killed. Excellent. So I'm assuming this is going to make our farm area bigger, which is going to be cool. We also need a gift for Yogu. 8 of Yoon's apples and 50 of Yoon's cranberries and bring them 2 things. Okay. He's only genuine around. I've got an idea. Farmer Yoon has a basket of cranberries inside his house and a few apples as well. Right, okay. So they're in the house. So there we go. And apples. There we go. Thank you, in the house. Thank you, Fantykins. Wumpin74, thank you ever so much for the follow. How long does the farm take to set up? You've been thinking of doing it. We are churn out like 20 Spirit of Harmony a day if you do it on all your 90 plus alts. It doesn't take too long, actually. I don't think I've had much spent much time on it at all, Forecast, at the moment. Had you on mute in the background, didn't realise I was there. Okay, Tony, no worries. Thanks ever so much for at least having me in the background. Ooh, there we go. Hold on, I missed a thing from you there. There we go. Tom again, Tom, you say I have 12 110. I took them all through the Argus quest line, geared up the followers to 950 with the traits, and then from the gold missions. Right, yes. The gold missions is a good way of doing it, definitely. Janos Twill, thank you ever so much for the follow. That would be something I could do, but having the 12 110s is where I'm lacking at the moment, because I've only got the 3 110s as it is. And so for me to level through a lot of characters, it would, you know, that would be so time consuming for me at this point in the game that, and the other thing I'm enjoying at the moment is my professions. Your EU server Hope Ender, 56k, White Frostmourne selling for 6k. I'm not sure I fully follow what that means, Sharkin. Too late to start order halls. By the time you get to 960, now it's pre-patched. Yes, this is the other thing, as Forecast was saying, is the gold missions are highly likely to get nerfed. But then you could take those extra 110s into BFA and do whatever gold. Yes, as Tommy Gunn's saying, and then there'll be another thing after that. That's for sure. Yeah, that makes sense. At least it's 6k in your realm. It was under 5 the other day. Wow, okay. Yeah, they were always. It does seem to be the way things are set up at the moment, isn't it? And who? Bobo. Where is Bobo? Are you Bobo? Yes, you're Bobo. What this fruit? Could you brew up something for me? Thank you very much. And then we'll give this to this fine fella. And then that gives me some more Tiller's reputation. Okay, excellent. What's that? If you want to chat in Discord 5-10 minutes after stream, I can point you in the right direction without tons of ults. Haha. Might have to save it for another time forever, because by the time I finish my stream tonight, I'm going to be heading straight off to bed. No thank you, cat. But thank you for the offer nonetheless. Only old world stuff you do is that you have tailoring on about 7 characters and use the garrison with the hexweed bags. Yep, that's true. Thank you, Sharkin. Thanks ever so much for stopping by. Right, I think I need to just leave this guy to do his weed stuff for now. And I'm going to come back here and do some more. Thank you, Sharkin. So, what I think I'd like to try next is, now that our herbalism is quite high, I'm going to head back to the Dwarven District. I'm going to go on over to Uldum and see if I can farm some Cinderbloom and the other thing for the treasure finding potion. Potion. Actually, it was Kuhn, it was Sharkin that introduced me to you, because I was in Sharkin's stream when he hosted you, and so it's thanks to Sharkin that I discovered Kuhn. Okay, oh, by the way, if you log off for the day, make sure to plant something in all your plots, because harvesting gives reps. Ah, yes, I forgot to do that, Pantikins, didn't I? All 2 fish away. Good luck, TJ. Celebration incoming. Right, Twilight Highlands, no, we're going to do Uldum. So, I want to do some Cinderbloom and some of the other stuff that goes by the river, because I need both of those. What's this one? The Whiptail. Whiptail and Cinderbloom. Now, my route isn't particularly efficient looking, so we're just going to follow the river and see how we go, and see what kind of things we can get this time round, because last time I did this I only got stems, so I was going to see how we get on with it this time round. Wish you luck. Your last exam tomorrow, already passed the module, you can get Zorp at 65, give me that sweet loving. Well, good luck, Svorkas. Good luck indeed. Is Hygel better for Cinderbloom? Ah, okay, okay. You ask why TSM can't find volatile fire for auctioning. Could be that there isn't any on. It could actually be out of stock. That does happen, especially on low pop servers. Right, okay, we got Whiptail stems, but we got 15 of them that time, so that's slightly better. Okay, Hygel is excellent for Cinderbloom. Okay. Thank you, Wendy. It's very kind of you. Thank you ever so much for the raid from earlier. So we're going to go for... We've got the stems, so... But we do seem to be getting a lot more of them we got before. Seeing that we're 426, I think we'll give this a run, and then we'll maybe try Hygel and see how we get on with that. We'll do this for the Whiptail. Need about 450 to stop getting stems. Okay, so we're pretty close to that actually. It's not going to take us too long to get that at all. 428, okay. Or 490, okay. It's going to be something, isn't it? I thought it might have been 490, I remember reading. Oh, you did it a couple of days ago. Okay. Oh, we got some volatile life from that as well. Okay, so let's have a look at this Cinderbloom that's here. I don't know how well spread around my route it is, but we'll give it a quick scout out. There it is. Cinderbloom we get... Oh, I actually got some Cinderbloom there, a couple of them. Let's follow the route around. That was for the Cinderbloom. I think it's probably all the similar kind of thing around this sort of level, because it's still the same expansion, isn't it? Hey Jack, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your day been? Okay, we've done this Whiptail, so we'll ignore that lot. And we'll head back this way. We'll follow the route. We'll do a circuit of this, and then we'll try Hygel for the extra Cinderbloom. Hey Molin, how are you? Oh, the Whiptail's 490 as well, is it? Oh, there's loads here. Must have respawned. Where is that? There it is. I mean, we're getting some stems, and we're getting a few bits and pieces at least. Haven't looked at it in a couple of days because you logged out with half an hour of the treasure finding potion left. That's cool. That's good to keep hold of it. I've been quite wasteful with my treasure finding potions and not making the most of the hour. Still busy confused with JavaScript. Okay, that sounds beyond my comprehension. I never really tried JavaScript too much. I never really got on with it. But good luck with that one, Jack. Hey, old man farmer, how are you? How do I get to gather whilst flying? because I'm on my druid. And the add-on for the minimap is called Roots. It goes along with GatherMate 2 and GatherMate 2 data. So the 3 add-ons together. If we look at my add-ons here, so I've got GatherMate 2, GatherMate 2 data, and Roots. And so between them, they give me the data gives me the things, and then Roots gives me the map to follow, which is what I'm doing here. I'm just following the mini map. There's another one you can give you. Yes, I really like that, because I like to keep my add-ons down to a minimum, because obviously we're running on Mr. Potato here, so we don't have a huge amount of resources available to us. Where is that? There it is. There it is. It's a wacky shirt. This one is Red 13 from, is it Red 13 or Red 15? I can't remember. From Final Fantasy VII. One of my many QWERTY t-shirts, which I highly recommend. If anyone is interested in getting a QWERTY t-shirt, I have a referral code. If you scroll down on the Twitch window, there's a link to it down at the bottom, and there's a referral code there, and for every new customer who orders a t-shirt from QWERTY, I get a free random one. So if you're in the market for t-shirts, QWERTY is definitely on my recommended list. Yeah, I loved Final Fantasy VII. It was the first Final Fantasy I actually played, and then I played 7, 8 and 9 on the original PlayStation 1, and then that was it. You know, that was my fill. Really enjoyed them. But Use Gatherer and a heads-up display, yes, shows you a bigger map of the area. That would be quite handy. Although I'm quite limited with my screen space. Oh, hello there. Okay, so let's follow mine round. Where are we headed? We're going down south. Yeah, the music was absolutely fantastic for Final Fantasy, and for the time, all the graphics were, you know, really all the sort of like the full motion video sequences, the pre-rendered CG stuff was ahead of its time. It looks dated now, but back then it was good. Ah, you just purchased 3 recently. No worries, Wendy. It's I think it's for new customers as well, only. So if you're an existing customer, I don't think it works. But thank you for thinking of me nonetheless. Evil UI or something. I've not tried that actually. You're on a 15-inch laptop, and it really helped you organise your space. Yeah, I could do with something that condenses things a little bit more. Get Final Fantasy VII on Steam and play it. I was tempted to at some point. I'm going to go back around for that one. I'm going to follow the route. There we go. So you can see what nodes are in the area you headed to it. It shows a line for where you've already been, so I'm backtracking. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I do kind of end up going backwards and forwards a little bit on this route, because where I am at now, I'm going to come back and just cross over where I've just been. So I'm sure I'm probably going to miss something. We're at 443 Herbalism skill, so we've done all right in the short run that we've done so far. You recommend LUI? Okay. I mean, I've always had classic user interface. I've never had anything else. It would probably take me a little while to get used to something, but I'm not completely adverse to change. Alright, there's one down here. There it is. Okay, maybe just anything standard either. Okay, right, well, two, yeah, you and me both then. And how are you, by the way? I didn't say hello to you. earlier. Alright, just going to follow the route. It's a bit sparse, this one at the moment. Yeah, got to go to the next one. You remember Friends in the Day, new expansion, they would freak out because it broke something. Ah, yes, there's always that, isn't there? Doing very well, thank you very much. Just having a nice, relaxing time here with the Herbalism, but I must admit I'm really enjoying the progressing of alchemy, especially with doing the tiller's farm as well. That's really nice. I really enjoy that kind of thing. Without add-on, cannot be played well. I mean, yeah, I guess that. I mean, one thing I would say is I can't heal without some sort of healing add-on like Healbot or Voodoo. I just can't do it. I need to be able to click on the names. That's the intuitive way for me to heal. Ah, Zanzi Plays, thank you ever so much for the follow. Very kind of you. Welcome to the stream. Although you let it rot, you don't have time to go back to it. Oh well. I guess there's always there's certain routines you're going to have to drop. You know, you can't do them all. That's the same thing. You don't plan on doing healing during BFA until Voodoo gets set up. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. I might have to switch to Voodoo because I don't think Healbot is supported anymore. But that's the one add-on I definitely need to use for healing, is something like that that allows me to click on the names. All main add-ons is prepared for the LUI changes. Yeah, the main ones will be, if they're actively developed. It's the little ones that you forget about. There's some over there. Use Healbot and it works like a charm. Yeah, I really like it. It's quite simple. And easily laid out and easy to set up, so I don't really have to bother with it much more than that. Voodoo's nice once you get used to it. Yeah, my son used Voodoo. He healed as a monk, and he enjoyed using Voodoo. You change the UIs within the options of the base game to have a raid frame even for party raid, and you place it next to your character for easy clicking. Ah, okay. Have the raid frame even for a party, and you place it next to your character for easy clicking. Okay. And you're Voodoo as well, are you? Okay. Yeah, there's a good mix of people there then, using Voodoo and I love Pandaria. Pandaria is actually a beautiful area. I wish I had gone through the whole expansion back when it was out. I missed it. 452 at the moment. Still getting stems, so we need a bit further on our skill for this. There we go. Grid user, old school healer. Well, that's pretty cool though. I haven't used grid in a while. Oh, I do apologise, I seem to have crashed. Just one moment whilst I reload everything back up. Just going to take me a little while for poor Mr. Potato to catch up on everything. I'm just going to reboot everything up. Still got my chat window, so I can follow everything there. And I'll just load everything up. And hopefully we'll be back in operation just for the last bit, just as I was enjoying that Herbalism. Right, let's pop that one. We're back. Throw some nuts around. I'm coming back. Let me just hold and load everything up. We'll go for that. Get that on. Load that up. Just got to wait for poor Mr. Potato to warm up a little bit more. Or it's probably overheated in this case. So I'll just load up the minimum things so that we're not taxing him too much. Food fight. There we go, right, 1, 2. Okay, the game is just running. That's on, that's on. I need to get my chat bot back in, so that can be loading up in the background, and we'll pop that on as well, and then everything else is going on. On the healing discussion, a friend of mine doesn't even use mouse over macros. Dual healed, what was that? When it was current by clicking on his raid frames and pressing healing buttons. Wow, that's pretty much right in Jack's hair. Thrown asunder. There we go. Right, we're coming back slowly. Let me just check that everything's working. Kind of. There we go, back into Awakening. Let's load that through. Okay, back we go. Interestingly, my camera appears to be broken. That's interesting. I have no camera. Okay, very weird. For some reason my camera's not working. Oh, and Awakening just landed. So can you see Awakening? That seems to be working. I just literally hard rebooted the computer, and the camera doesn't appear to have come back on. Interesting. The whole thing locked up basically as I was playing. So what we'll do... This is weird without a camera though. Okay, Mozzeltov, thanks ever so much for stopping by. You see me, do you? Okay, so where's my camera in my scene? Let's pop it here. How weird, because OBS hasn't got it showing in my window. Okay, you don't. Oh, you don't see me and you refreshed. Okay, might need to recreate my scene again. Oh, well, that's going to be annoying. Okay. OBS won't show your cam if you have any antivirus turned on. That's an interesting one. Make a new scene and add the camera again. Okay, I'm going to try and go to my HD camera scene, which has the camera on it. There we go. So that's definitely black. And okay, let's make sure all my settings are okay. What we could try, default on that, video format to that. There we go. The oops, it's gone big. Hold on, let's make that smaller. What sometimes happens, oh, we're wider now, hold on. Now you can see a cat sleeping next to me. Let's just change the properties. And it's at full HD, that's why. Okay, let's go back to smaller size, which is there. So we're not, oh, now we're tiny. There we go. Let's make that a bit bigger. Okay. We're here. Yeah, I don't really have any overlays other than basic camera setup and the chat box at the bottom, and the loots overlay is all I have really. Okay, so at least we got camera back. That's working. That was simple enough. Right. So, where were we? Which route were we on? We were heading back up the river. Yeah, I only have one follow one when I had the follower goal of 1,000. I could probably do with resetting it up for a new follow goal of 2,000, because we're rapidly going towards that. That could be a thing we could do. The trouble I have is it's making the time to do all the extra bits for stream development, because I've got lots of ideas as to what I'd want to do, computer graphics wise and fancy stuff, but the ideas I have would take quite a lot of time to do, and what with work and streaming and family, there's very little time outside of that. So you try and do as much as you can in the time you've got, but it doesn't always. Oh, there's one. There's just not really enough time in the day. Okay, good night, Costa. Thanks ever so much for hanging by on the stream tonight. Have a great rest of your evening. I hope you're feeling better soon. Right, now we head back this way, following the route. Yeah, I can do the overlays in time. It's not essential. The main things for me, the most important thing when I started streaming was making sure that I could get a decent microphone working. I spent a lot of time and effort working on that first and foremost. Then the camera upgrade came next. Then whatever upgrades I can do to Mr. Potato along the way. Got loads of guys there. Not seen that before. Immortal Colossus. Right, okay, further on, along and down. There's another one. These are quite spread out. I can see why this isn't quite as useful as... see, this is a bit of a waste, going all the way down here and then back up. But they are clustered down the bottom. So, let's go have a look. I can see how this map layout isn't the most ideal of layouts. But we're at least... Twilight Highlands? I haven't tried that, no. But this was the first one I went to because of the Whiptail and the Cinderbloom being in the same place. There we are. Is there any down here? Or we must be inside somewhere, because I can't see any here. That's just a bit weird. You can tell me it's all going to be under the water. No, I'm not going to bother with that. That's just weird. Okay. And then they're quite sparsely populated around here. Maybe up there we could find a few. Let's go have a look. There we go. And going by these areas in that zone, looks like you did quite a bit of the quests in Kata. Yeah, I'm not sure which ones I did. I certainly haven't done... Well, I got boosted with this character. So this one didn't do anything. Yeah, I didn't... I basically went through Kata as Samadan literally as quickly as I could. Once I got Legion. Does Roots work with Gathermate without having Gathermate? I believe Roots, if I type in Roots, it also uses Gatherer and Handy Notes. So those are the other sources of data you can use. Okay, good night, Sporkus. Thanks ever so much for hanging out in the stream tonight. Trying to get that recipe. And yes, you've seen Shin's clip. And he ate the mic. Yes, he did. Yeah, it's one of those things, you know, you keep on going for it and going for it and going for it. Oh, there it is. Hidden in the brown. Oops, lost my flying. And there's another one over there somewhere. Really hard to see in the brown. There we go. There's a few of these. Yeah, Handy Notes is good for the treasure finding, definitely. You're at 25 jars now. Okay, well that's the odds must be in your favour by now, I would have thought. I don't remember doing this area before. swing past there. Down here, there's one. And then, well, there's a bit of a gap here, and then there's a whole cluster over there. Luckily we've got a decent amount of flying. And then we'll head on north and do this little area, and then that'll be it for this bit. And we're at 462, so we have leveled up quite well, but it's a bit sparse really for leveling. This probably isn't the best zone, like you've all suggested. Twilight Highlands or HalfHill would probably be better if they're more dense than this area. I'd have to look at the map and see what Gathermate's like. At least these are easy to spot. Right, let's go through. Once you get the recipe, you're going to switch out tunes, finish achieves on your main. This one's just for the recipe. Well, that's fair enough. I've still got lots of stuff I need to do on Samadan. There's some quests I still haven't finished that I'd really like to do, but what with all this focus on getting the gold, I don't think I'm actually going to have the time to do those quests. Wow, you got 50 jars and 1,300 boxes. Wow. Ah, Stengas, thank you ever so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Wish there were shared achievements. Yeah, that would be quite good, wouldn't it? Alright, nothing here. Oh, there's one. Thought I didn't have one, and then I spotted it. So now we're actually getting cinder bloom rather than stems or petals or things. And we're at skill 460 or something. Right, let's finish off this route, and then we can probably swap over to Samadan and have a look at what his gold situation is like. There's one over here, down there. Busy farming stuff. Selling extra pieces instead of using them too. You're selling. They're big bucks. Money's going into the kitty. How's El Malte's leveling going? We had quite a nice boost the other day, didn't we? So he's up at 63 currently. But other than that, I haven't done anything tonight. So we probably could do with doing a bit more on him. I was going to maybe do some on him tonight, but I chose to do this Herbalism instead, because I was really keen to try and get this up to at least a usable Herbalism level, which now that we have that, we can carry on with the Herbalism and still get the herbs we need now. This is my only herber, although Bridget, my hunter, I believe still has Herbalism, so she's my other option for Herbalism, because she was going to be my main herbalist for Alliance side, but then but she's only level 38 or something like that. But that was when Awakening was Horde. But now that we've swapped over to Alliance, I could maybe do something different with Bridget. I'm not sure what to do. I mean, I have got the Sky Golem mount, so any character could be a herbalist. I mean, I don't know how many it's worth having. I can see the point of having multiple alchemists with the different masteries and things, but I'm not sure about herbalism. I mean, the mobility on a druid is really useful for this kind of thing. I don't have any opinion either way, Awa. I'm basically, it's all part of planet Earth. So, for me, that counts for me. Oh, thank you, Miniwix, for the follow. Very kind of you. You have one herb, I can't see the point of another, and after the big hype goes away, really don't herb much anymore, you just buy. I can understand that. I mean, much fun as this is, going around new areas, I would only really want to be able to do... The good thing about having at least one herbalism is, like in this situation, where Sim to Bloom is really low on my server, it's handy to be able to have the ability to go out and get some yourself if you have to. So for me, that's kind of useful. I'd rather have that and then just have it on the one character, and to have it on someone who can fly at the same time, like a druid, is super useful. Why the beer is cheaper than water? Is that the case? Throwing the mats of the vial months ago, so when you get the recipe you're good to go on making maybe close to 100 mounts. Wow, that's absolutely loads. Well, that's going to be good though. At least you're going to be able to, you know, get straight on it with the mounts. Right, I think I'm probably done with enough Cinderbloom here. Let's head back to the Dwarven District. How many did we get? Where's my Cinderbloom? Oh, you specifically prepared for it. Well, that's good. That's forward thinking. I like that kind of thinking. I don't do nearly enough of it myself. Right. Okay. So what do we do in that run? Cinderbloom, we have now 80 in our bags, which is pretty cool. And Whiptail. We've got the stems. We've got quite a lot of stems. Do we actually have any Whiptail? Doesn't look like we have any. So let's just combine these into actual Whiptail. There we go. One beer for the market is $0.68. Wow. And the petals into plants. Did I have any petals? I'm not sure if I did for the Cinderbloom. Let's have a look at this lot for the Whiptail. Oh, thank you, Wendy. Very kind of you. Thank you ever so much for the raid earlier. And I'll have to check out... Oh, no, what have I just done? I scaled it 300%. There we go. Close that back down. There we go. Thank you ever so much for the raid earlier, and have a great evening. Oh, I said that before I checked. Ah, right, okay. Okay. Getting ahead is a good idea on something like that. Yeah, definitely. Definitely a good idea. So Whiptail, we have... we got 46 in the bank and 37 in the bags. Worth 2,200 all in all. And the Cinderbloom, and try to remember what it looked like. Greenleaf tea we've got loads of. Torn greenleaf tea, we need to combine a few of those. So we've got a fair amount of herbs in our adventures. That's super cheap, the greenleaf tea. Don't really need that. What does Cinderbloom actually look like? I can't see. I'm going to have to get used to what the icon looks like. There it is. Oh, it's that one. Okay, so that's worth 65 gold, which is 5,200 in all, according to that. I could do with another category for like one for herbs or something like that, rather than just all in trade skill. I wonder if that's something we can do. Filters, junk, track new items, manual filtering, configure, item category, junk, manual filtering. We could do a category there maybe. Oh, it's all still in trade skill. Maybe you'd have to do something different. Okay, well, we'll leave that for another time. Okay, so let's just go outside. Not much these days at all, actually, Anwar. I tend to pretty much avoid it these days. I used to, but very, very rarely, occasionally now. Right, okay, so let's swap over. To Samadan, and we'll finish up with checking our gold levels. You have like 3,000 trillion bars and 5,000 living steel. Wow, that's a good amount. I'd be very tempted to try and sell that amount, but obviously you're not going to. Right, let's just check, do a final check of the mail. Oh, dodged the feather. That'd be a nice gift for someone running through that. Okay, ooh, we got quite a few sales from earlier coming through. Wow, actually, that's a lot of sales. 20,000. What did we have here? So, Hexweave Bag, Intellect, Masteries, another Mastery, another Intellect, Claw. Lots of enchants, basically. That's really helped our gold making for tonight. Yep, neither of those Anwar either. Okay, so we are looking at, we need to restock on enchants before anything else, because we've sold loads, and we've got a few things about to run out as well, so let's take those off. No me snacks, definitely. Are they all done? That one's done. And then we go to this and take those two off, and then I'm going to check my auctions. Everything else is there, so we'll do a quick restock and see how that looks for enchanting. There should be some enchants to restock on. Okay, Intellect, Claw and Mongoose. We'll take the Mongoose off, and we'll just gather on those. And start gathering, move that down, move that over, and then click on that. Back of the couch is a dog or a cat? This is a cat. This is Cookie, sleeping here. Hey, congratulations TJ, I'm assuming this is you with your achievement. Excellent. Congratulations. I haven't got my other window open since the crash, so I can't do any cheers. But congratulations. Alright, it's going to pick all that up. And then I can craft these. There we are. Congrats indeed. Alright, let's just make these. And then we'll post those on, as well as all the cancels we just did. Oh, just a few of them anyway. Took around 4 hours and 16 arcane lures. Well, that's not too bad. That's an achievable thing, isn't it? Alright, run a post scan. And then we'll probably finish up for the night. So let's get all those on. Nomi stacks at 1,200, that's alright. Intellect 2,300. Claw is at a good price. Someone must have reset the price on those, so there's a good profit on those. Money changed me. Look at the link. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, I missed that one. Right one too. Apologies. Today is Hug Your Cat Day. Okay. I shall. She looks so peaceful. I'm not going to pick her up and hug her, but I'll just gently. There we go. She's so relaxed at the moment. It would be cruel of me to disturb her just for a hug. Right. Okay. So there we go. Right, let's look at our money list. That was actually some good sales in the end there. I wasn't expecting those. So in terms of our road to 5 million, let's move this over and make this a little bit wider so we can see the head. What server am I on? I am on Shadow Song on EU. It's a pretty low pop server, but we do make a decent enough gold. It was certainly enough to make for a token, but now that we've got this challenge of the mount, I'm having to up my gold making game, and I'm not quite there yet. I still want to expand on my alchemy a bit more. Hey Fubby, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I am literally just finishing up now, but thank you ever so much for dropping by. So we've got 1,493,830 gold. So a little raise there, nothing massive. I mean, that was 30,000 since yesterday. It's off our target of 45,000. We really should be at least 50,000 or even 60,000 now to try and catch up. So we really should be double. We should be making double what we're making at the moment. So we're still a ways off. What I really need to do is get El Morty leveled up. Thank you, Fantikins. The price of Dreamleaf on my server, I haven't looked in a while. I have got a good stock of it myself though. If anyone would like this, they're more than welcome to take a copy of it. I'll post it into chat. There we go. You can take a copy of this spreadsheet and use it yourself if you want to follow along with the challenge. Oh, my Alec plushie sold. Was that you, Nerexius? That's very kind of you. Can I post my TSM groups? I certainly can, Fubby. It's always in development. I have a paste bin. Paste bin. You're more than welcome to take my groups and adjust them. I mean, I built my groups from scratch as I learnt as I went. So that's pretty much the last 7 months of me sort of developing the groups as you see them at the moment in TSM. Now obviously they will always be evolving, so the paste bin that I've linked there is quite a bit out of date now because I've got more alchemy, especially in my shopping lists. I've got the alchemy stuff here and I've got all the new alchemy stuff here. So that's not in that paste bin. I'll do another one in a couple of weeks time with an updated version, because I keep on developing it. I keep taking old things out and putting new things in, but anyone is more than welcome to take it and adjust it for their own needs. It's a bit of a mess in places, but then you know, you look at my guild bank and you can see why. That's my guild bank. It's a mess. Well, actually no, my tailoring's in a good position. The rest is a mess. Although I did neaten up this a little bit earlier whilst I was waiting for the stream to start. So we're getting there. We're getting there. You would suck with grass. How would you go about putting your settings in? You literally just have to take your you just put your values in here and it will automatically update this side of the chart. So whatever your gold you've got, you can put in and take these numbers out, and this is the 1 million to 5 million right down the bottom here, and then the chart comes out from there, and then I just put the dinosaur on for giggles. Can't I just export it? The TSM group, Fubby, yes I can. It just takes a little while for me to go through, export it, and then make the new paste bin. Bank stack would work, yes. I haven't tried that yet, right one too, but it could be handy. For people not used to seeing EU dates, it goes day, month, year. Yes, that's true. Thank you, I forget other people don't. Ilan Kathor, thank you ever so much for the follow. It's very kind of you. I am actually just finishing up the stream now, so I'd like to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to everyone who's stuck by me on the stream and hung out, despite us crashing a little bit before the end. So a big massive thank you to everyone who's hung out. Thank you for the raid I got today from Wendy. That was amazing, thank you. And everyone else who has cheered and subbed, it's absolutely amazing. And everyone who's just hung out and chat, because that is the biggest thing, is just everyone just being here and chatting. Remember when people used to flip out when they saw the EU Standard Paper 2 in books in the uni library? Yeah. Right, let's see if we can find who's on. Let's have a look. Thank you, Githrendir, for the follow. Very kind of you. Right, who have we got? Sharken's doing Warcraft 3. Echo Wings is on. So let's send a host over to Echo Wings, who's doing World of Warcraft. She has a very chill stream and also has dogs. So we're going from cats to dogs. Let me just wait for that to load up and mute that. There we go. Right, okay. No worries, Jack. Thank you for helping with your transmutes. If you hadn't have given me that list, I wouldn't have got so far as I have with alchemy as it is. So I'm always happy to pass it around. Right, let's do a host to Echo Wings. No, I need to make sure I spell that right. There we go. Right. Have a lovely rest of your evening, everybody. Good night. My next stream is on Wednesday. So I'm not on tomorrow, spending time with my family tomorrow. So I will see you all on Wednesday, hopefully, if you'd like to stop by. If not, you can always catch up my videos on YouTube. They're all posted on there, right from the very beginning up to now. So have a lovely evening, and host going over to Echo Wings. Good night, and farewell.